Hey guys, Anthony here. It is Saturday night here in the East Coast in South Carolina. It's about 9 p.m. Eastern Time as I'm making this video. I'm going to read a clip from the White House, and it's from President Donald Trump. He says this: "We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace," and he puts exclamation point. "Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump." And that was just issued from the White House. It looks like about an hour ago. I'm looking at my X feed right here. And so I just wanted to come on and make a few comments about this. If you've been following my channels, particularly Bibles and Barbells on YouTube, the Instagram channel, the X channel, the Facebook page, I have been warning people well before Donald Trump was selected to become president for the second time. And I've been warning people about war, famine, and pestilence arriving here in this country. And not only is it arriving now, it is here. The war part is here officially now. I don't think this is going to bring peace, as he said at the end of his statement. I think it's going to bring more uncertainty, more terror type attacks, and I think we'll probably see that on our own soil in the coming days, weeks, months, and years, however long this drags out. I go back to, I'm 62 years old, so I can go back, remember vividly Desert Storm, everything that led up to that war. I could remember the Iraqi invasion of Iraq and getting Saddam Hussein supposedly out of power because he had weapons of mass destruction. I remember a lot of things. That's why I have a lot to say in my videos. My warnings to people leading up to today were not something that I was just dreaming up. They're something that is forecast. It's prophesied biblically. There are a lot of people in our country that support everything and anything that Israel does under Benjamin Netanyahu right now. So anything that he does, because many American Christians in particular are brainwashed into thinking that whatever Israel does, we have to approve of, and therefore we will be blessed by, they say, God. That is not the case, people. That is not the case. We don't have to support anything the current regime does that's in control of Israel right now as if it's biblically based and biblically sound. And I'll be doing videos in the coming days, weeks, and months to disprove that and to show you that is not the case. I have said over and over again that what's being formed is a beast system, and it supports the beast, and it's directed by the beast. So what's happening right now isn't so much biblical in so far as that we're going to have all these blessings because we just bombed Iran. No, it's not. We're going to have trials and tribulations and wars and rumors of wars and everything that goes along with it. We're seeing the world governments orchestrating war on every front, going all the way back to like I said before, Desert Storm, all the way up to now, to the Ukraine war, to all the destabilization of different countries that have taken place under other presidents leading up to this. And everything that I said Donald Trump would do, he was going to bring war, has happened, has transpired. I told people to take cover. I told people to prepare first and foremost spiritually, abandon false doctrines, the false doctrines of the pre-tribulation rapture of so-called Christians that are going to be taken out and not have to go through a 7-year tribulation period. That teaching is a false teaching, and I'm going to be doing videos on that and going to show you through my videos and tagging other videos that others have done that that is a false teaching, that is relatively new doctrine. It's less than 300 years old. It goes back to Manuel de la Cunza, a Jesuit priest. It funnels up from him through Reverend Edward Irving. It goes through that to John Nelson Darby, through Schofield into America. It's a false teaching. It's a false ideology. It creates two covenants, one for Israel and one for Christians. You know, God's going to take true Christians out of this world, and then he's going to deal with Israel during this 7-year tribulation period. This is false. And so the quicker you realize that, and the quicker you realize that you have to abandon these false teachings that your pastors have taught you, because they're taught through the Schofield Bible and other things related to that, like the Left Behind series that's played over the years that shows this. And it's a mass deception to get you to follow untruths. And that's just some of the things we're going to touch on. And watching what people say about we have to agree with everything Israel does, modern Israel does, and whoever it attacks we have to agree with, and whoever they call terrorists, and whoever they say has a bomb or has weapons of mass destruction for the last 30 years, we have to agree with and get our country involved in wars that last forever. And what's the outcome? More war. And that's what we're seeing now played out in front of us. And that's what I said over and over to people as I warned them before this election or selection process in America that selects presidents. Presidents are not elected, they're selected. And Donald Trump is no different. He's doing the bidding of, whether he knows it or whether he doesn't know it, he's doing the bidding of this beast system that's coming into play. And I urge you, if you are a believer in Yeshua, in Yahusha, in Jesus, to cling tightly to him, to understand that your sins are forgiven by what he did at the stake if you place your faith and trust in him. If you place your faith and trust in him, that faith and trust will always lead you into obedience to what he did, to obedience in the word, to obedience to what is written, and not to a false system that has been put in place in America, a false religious system on many fronts that tells you that you can believe in Jesus and then do whatever you want, or that the law has been done away with, that the Torah has been abolished. That all leads you to believe and accept these untruths that have been taught and that have been pushed upon us, many of us, because I was a believer in this false system at one time, and I have come out of it, and that is what I've been preaching against. And so I would urge you today in your prayers to first and foremost pray that you are saved. Pray for a filling of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, that will lead you into all obedience, to truly obey Yahusha, John 3:36, and not just believe about him or mental assent to him. True belief will always lead you to active obedience to his word. Remember that. Read Psalm 119. Read 1 Kings chapter 17, the whole thing. The 10 tribes of Israel are not back yet. They are still dispersed. So what does that mean? Understand the implications of that. Understand that if you are a believer and a Gentile in Yahusha, through faith and trust and obedience to his word, you are grafted into the true Israel. Romans chapter 11. Paul tells us this. Understand what you believe in. Go back and search the scriptures and get on the right footing. Today, this day, June 21st, 2025. It's a turning point in our country. It's going to lead us to more war, more famine, and more pestilence being fostered upon us. And it's going to lead to a lot of uncertainty, and it's going to cause a lot of people to abandon their faith and to fall away, just like 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 talks about. So understand where we are right now. If you're a believer, you're not going to be raptured out and somehow escape all of what's coming. You're going to go through it. You're going to have to endure. You're going to have persecutions. You're going to endure and overcome. That is, he carries you through it. Yah carries you through it through his bane, his son Yahusha, who he's going to send at the end of the 7-year tribulation, and he's going to come in the clouds, not before. And the covenant that he made is not with Christians. There's no covenant with Christians. The only covenant there is, Jeremiah 31:31, go see for yourself, is with Yisrael and Yehuda, Israel and Judah, the northern 10 tribes and the southern 2 tribes. That's who the covenant is with. And you are grafted in, you and I are grafted in to that, to Israel, the true Israel. Many who call themselves Israel are not Israel. Understand that and get on the right footing. Today, as the bombs probably continue to drop, as terror plots continue to be planned, as attacks on America may be underway right now, who knows? But the first and foremost thing you have to be ready is ready spiritually and be on the right footing and of sound doctrine and of sound mind and follow him in truth and obey his commandments and obey his moedim, his feasts, his set-apart days, his Sabbath, his weekly Sabbath. It's a feast weekly that you get to participate in and get closer to him in each and every week as you go along with your life. This is what I preach. This is what I talk about. This is what I warn people about. Oh, yeah, I believe in Jesus. I'm going to heaven when I die. Is that the case? Do you know what you believe in? Are you truly trusting in him? Do you truly believe in him? Are you truly born again? That's what you have to ask yourself this day, today. Who are you following? Are you following Satan's false system that he's setting up that looks a little bit like the real system, but it's not? It's a counterfeit. It's a fugazi. Oh, I'm Catholic, I'm Protestant, I'm Methodist, I'm Episcopalian, I'm Pentecostal, whatever. Throw them out the window. Come out of them all. And worship him in spirit and truth like his word says to. I warned people to take cover. Take cover. Stay ready. Matthew 24:40, I think it is. Stay ready, because you don't know when he's coming. And you want to be prepared. And now that we see what our government is doing, our government is corrupt. Its ways are corrupt. Its people are corrupt and sold out to sin and death and a beast system. That's what it is. And now what are they going to do now? Draft your sons and daughters. Send them over to die in endless wars instead of trying to find true peace. I just wanted to make these statements tonight because it's a pivotal night this night. I knew it was coming today. I felt it in my spirit. We could see with the news reports as I sat on my couch and did my study today and was just praying that, I know it's coming. Just help people to see the truth and to see the lies that they've been taught. Or half-truths is no truth. Or everybody leading up to this last election. Oh, we got to go with the lesser evil. And I told them, the lesser evil is still evil. I said, come out. Don't even vote. Don't even get involved in the system. Come out of it. Stand on the sidelines. Stand with Messiah. It was ridiculed and laughed at. Come on. You certainly have to vote. You have to show your patriotism. Patriotism to what? Moloch? Burning our sons and daughters in the fire? False gods? False deities? False Christianity? Judaism? Christianity? There's one faith. Thanks for watching. Pray that somehow, some way, this all ends peacefully. I don't think it's going to. But pray your flight's not in the winter or on the Shabbat. And stay ready. In Him, John 15:5, there's no other way. He says, if you love me, follow my commands. He followed His Father's commands. He lived them out. He spoke about them. He didn't abolish them. Matthew 5:17 through 20. He lived them out. He put down doctrines of men. Not the Torah. He put down doctrines of men. And this pre-tribulation rapture, the whole entire doctrine is a doctrine of men. It's not in the Bible. It's not in prophecy. It's made up. It's a system to lull you, to lull Christians into going along with a program that's satanic in the end. And that's what I have to say tonight. And we'll prove it in the days, weeks, and months ahead. We'll prove it. And you'll see it being played out. Yah bless everybody. Anthony signing off.